Hi.
Hi DC, and thanks for coming.
What's going on?
Let's start at the beginning. You graduated from Brown, I believe?
I did not graduate from Brown. I had to leave for a number of reasons involving my family. And I ended up graduating from George Washington with a degree in English literature. I worked my way through college. So when I came back to DC, I started working on, I worked, like I said, I worked my way through college. I started working in politics when I was 14. I worked on a school board race. And then when I came back to D.C., I worked on 2 presidential campaigns. I worked for Bob Kerrey and I worked for Bill Clinton in '92. I worked for a number of Democratic political consultants. And then I decided that I didn't want to work in politics anymore. I was tired of it. And campaigns were not for me. And I wanted to work in the news business. So I spent a year trying to figure out a way to do that. And I got an internship at CNN when I was 27. So I was a very old intern. And from there, I looked around for a long time. I got a job at ABC. From ABC, I went to CNBC, where I was a producer for Chris Matthews. I was at Fox News Channel after that. Then I went to, where did I go after that? I went to the Washington Post. Then I went to usatoday.com, where I was a manager. And after that, where did I go? I went back to CNN. I worked at CNN 3 times. But after I left Fox, where did I go? Okay, Fox, then I went to, then USA Today, and then eventually I ended up at Voice of America.
So you didn't hold a job down very well?
I was just getting bored and antsy, and there were other issues that I wanted to talk about. But because of the community I was in, I knew I couldn't talk about these issues because they were too controversial within those communities.
Do you use Twitter at all?
Oh, all I do is talk shit on Twitter.
So what made you choose to go to YouTube?
I have no idea.
And you lost your channel because of pornography?
It's absolute insanity. It's craziness.
So tell me what happened.
It's a false flag. I don't care what anybody in chat says. It was a false flag. The end. Period. There was no sex. And I asked for a manual review of the stream.
Well, shall we watch a clip of it now, because I don't think it's sexual at all?
Yeah, of course. Of course.
You gotta gas, you gotta wax grandma's mustache, you gotta gip her, you gotta gipe her, you gotta change grandma's diaper, plus you gotta dip, you gotta doodle, you gotta shave grandma's poodle, the Libby, you gotta labby, you gotta hug grandma even though she's flabby.
Well, that may have been a little distasteful, but it's the least sexy thing I have ever seen.
I'm like the worst person in the world, and I'm the whore of Babylon.
Well, we did clip the worst bits out, but go ahead, tell me more.
So, the fact that they decided to flag based on based on a video that they claimed was pornographic, which it definitely was not. It's a mainstream horror movie. Period.
Well, it was far from erotic. Very strange.
Absurd.
So are you bothered?
Well, look, like I said, I'm tired of playing this game with these losers. It's, for me, it really always has been a hobby. When Negs and I made up and we got to be friends, I lost a lot of people.
I think I understand.
Negs and I first became friends, everybody was convinced that we were banging. And then when we actually got together, everyone thought it was fake. Well, I mean, let's just clear one thing up, okay? But we've been cooking up this, master plot in, an underground lair, and we were all fighting, and that we didn't like each other. And now we were arguing. Negs and I made up. What exactly is it that we've accomplished? I'm not quite sure.
That seems like a lot of made-up drama.
It seems to follow us around.
So shall we take a little break?
Bummer.
Anyways, did you burn a lot of bridges?
Look, I don't care. I'm going to burn every bridge because the bridge never existed in the first place, so what do I have to lose,
But some people were nice, is that right?
About her, like French fry girl. Like, she is one of the kindest people in the world, and she was very kind.
And Mrs. Parker, she was always good to you?
Very,
I bet.
very kind. Very kind.
What about Foodie Beauty?
Well, she's, she's so weird. I mean, she was in my community a while ago. We've had conversations. We were not close. We weren't friends, but we corresponded occasionally. And a lot of her stories weren't holding together. Like, why is she always telling these sad stories?
And you began to see through it?
Because of the constant sad fishing and grifting and pleas for money. And I went over to her channel and I noticed that she was making videos about me. And I thought, what the, like, this was so unexpected to me. It was so unexpected because it came with no warning. She just left and decided to stick a knife in my back for no reason and say terrible things about me and come up with these weird conspiracy theories.
Did you confront her?
And you have her dead to rights. Oh, I don't remember. She pleads the fifth, like, every time, and thinks that people are going to fall for it. It's an infuriating personality trait.
The Salah situation is strange, don't you think?
No, it's not normal. It's not. Well, she's obsessed with him. He believes everything he hears. Every word. And he just repeats everything that he hears like a parrot. And he doesn't understand. And I don't think that he understands how bad this looks. Behaving that way in public as a married woman are very, very dire. And it's not just that the marriage could end. The marriage could, remain intact. But in some of these communities, if you get caught behaving that way, you are shunned. And, I mean, she's a grown woman. I mean, and in her case, I'm willing to make the allowance that, well, she was probably brought up in a very sheltered environment, but she's a grown woman now, and losing your mind over a man that you've never met online is like, it's so embarrassing. Like, I mean, it's bad. It's bad. It's really...
So she used you in some respects?
Exactly. They all use me. Every single one of them. So let's cut the shit with that. That is just ridiculous.
So what does the future hold for you?
I'll just rebuild, whatever. It's okay. I've had to do that in my career before, so it'll be nothing new. It's no big deal.
Many, many times, I would think.
Well, it doesn't surprise me, because these people have been gunning for me for a long time. And I think that, so I had gotten used to it. I was not surprised.
So it's goodbye to YouTube for you too?
Because I don't trust YouTube anymore as a platform. It seems obvious to me that YouTube has now become a platform where either you are a grifter, or you are a dogpiler, an online serial harasser.
You can now remember the good times and take them with you to pastures new.
Oh, yeah, I remember.
Well, thanks a lot for coming, DC, and I think we should wrap this up for now.
Thank you.
Take care and good luck in the future.
Thank you, baby. Thank you.